Let me tell you where we're going with Barack Obama and Jeremiah Wright. Obama finally got just a little bit more fed up with Jeremiah Wright yesterday. Over the weekend, Bill Moyer's NAACP speech, the National Press Club. Do you know that this Hillary Clinton supporter tried to get Barack Obama in front of the National Press Club 2 years ago, and they said he's not newsworthy? 2 years ago, they tried that. He's not newsworthy enough. We can't put him out there. And then, folks, last week she finally succeeded. Was she working for Hillary 2 years ago? I mean, you know, conspiracy theory and all that. Was she working for Hillary 2 years ago? Did she see the threat in Barack Obama 2 years ago after he delivered a rousing speech in 2004 at that convention? Maybe we can derail this guy right now. Maybe we can put this rising star aside right now. We'll get him in front of the National Press Club. He'll say some idiotic things, and it didn't work. Now they put him up there. I have in my hand, thanks to a listener, a story from the New York Times, A Candidate, His Minister, and the Search for Faith, by Jody Cantor, New York Times, 1 year ago today. Members of the Trinity United Church of Christ squeezed into a downtown hotel ballroom in early March in Chicago to celebrate the long service of their pastor, the Reverend Jeremiah A. Do you know what the A stands for? It's an abbreviation for void surrounded by a sphincter muscle. Jeremiah A. Wright, Jr., one congregant stood out amid the flowers and the finery. Senator Barack Obama, there to honor the man who led him from skeptic to self-described Christian. So here's a 1-year-old article in the New York Times about Barack Obama. The listener that sent this to me alerted me to the last paragraph of the story. Actually, I'll read the last two paragraphs. Mr. Wright, who has long prided himself on criticizing the establishment, said he knew that he may not play well in Mr. Obama's audition for the ultimate establishment job. Last paragraph. Quote, if Barack gets past the primary, he might have to publicly distance himself from me. I said it to Barack personally, and he said, yeah, that might have to happen. If Barack gets past the primary, he might have to publicly distance himself from me. I said it to Barack personally, and he said, yeah, that might have to happen. Is that what we are seeing right now? Barack publicly distancing himself from Jeremiah Wright by having that press conference yesterday where he says he is outraged at Jeremiah Wright's latest comments. I mean, somebody needs to ask him that question. A year ago, Senator Obama, Jeremiah Wright was saying that you and he had a conversation in which you said, you know, Barack, you may have to distance yourself from me publicly at some time. And you know what, I may have to. So how sincere is Barack Obama right now in this distancing himself from Jeremiah Wright? Or is it something that was just really a contingency plan for over a year if Barack Obama gets by the primaries and Jeremiah Wright becomes an issue? I mean, this shows that over a year ago, Barack Obama recognized the potential for Jeremiah Wright becoming an issue in his campaign. And that he and Jeremiah Wright discussed it and discussed the possibility that Barack Obama might have to make some public statements to set himself apart, to distance himself somehow. Something to think about. Think the rest of the media will pick up on that? Shout out to the listener who sent me that New York Times article of 1 year ago today. It looks like this has just been all part of the Barack Obama campaign for president game plan all along. What do we do when they find this skeleton in the closet? Well, I might have to publicly distance myself from